started writing because I knew I always wanted to be a writer, right from when I was a little girl. And I didn't start writing immediately. I mean, I didn't write even as a child, but I always knew I wanted to be. So I guess other people's stories were what inspired me to want to tell my own. Sarah?
Definitely books. I used to write Enid Blyton fan fiction when I was about your age, Molly, and definitely just loving books and wanting to kind of emulate that, I suppose, and to write. Yeah, so books really, and being a reader.
If you get like writer's block and you can't think of what to write next, what sort of things do you do to try and clear your mind?
Go for a walk.
Well, I have a mental brain. I don't get writer's block. I get too many ideas. It's really annoying. So, yeah, which is probably the opposite of writer's block, isn't it?
So what do you do? What do you do when you have too many ideas and you have to choose one?
I scribble them all down and then I kind of decide which one I want to focus on.
Right.
But I do walk a lot yourself, because when you're walking, I think it kind of frees you up.
There's a mad thing that as soon as you start walking, things that seemed not to work suddenly start to fit into place.
Well, sometimes if you leave something for a few days, it's like, come back to it. That works.
When you start to think of a character, like what sort of things do you do to sort of plan them out and plan the story?
When I walk around the house and do funny voices. Is that weird?
I tend to, no, it's a very sensible thing to do. I tend to, either a character comes to me and I don't really have to do much, it just comes to me, and if I can't work out a character, I go through my address book and think of everybody I know and try and use somebody I know, not to recreate that person, but to sort of, I think, well, how would that person react in such and such a situation? And it helps me to flesh out a fiction character.
And sometimes you learn about characters by writing them, so you
Yeah.
write your story, and then you learn as you go along, and then suddenly you go, oh, okay, I understand this character, I know why she's doing that, and then you go back and rewrite.
And it's almost like you have to write the whole book before you can understand why a character is behaving in a certain way.
And I know young writers don't really like rewriting, and I get you, 100%, but when you get a bit older, you have to do lots of rewrites. For the moment, just concentrate on getting your first draft really good. It's a good question, though.
What sort of tips do you have for young writers?
Read lots of books. Write as much as you can, maybe a diary or something every day, and don't give up, because sometimes you don't get there at first and you have to keep trying.
Yeah.
But reading, I think, would be really
I think so. Reading's a lesson. And then everything's said.
Yeah. Everything.
Thank you. In 500, 1,000 or 10,000 years' time, if someone picks up your book or books, what would you like them to think of your book?
I would want them to think that it was brilliant and a true reflection of my time. So what would you like them to
I'd just be really happy if there were still books in that length of time, to be honest.